So, good evening. Welcome back to another video. Yet again, John Sinclair TV is back in at the show. I've got Roly with us tonight. Roly.
Hi, John.
How are we doing? You all right?
Yeah, not so bad. Not so bad.
Fabulous, fabulous. Yeah, just
I've got over Saturday now.
You are. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Oh, it's been a long day for me, but it's been a right sort of thing. I'm not going to be negative, but there you go. So, yeah, Tony, if you wonder where Tony is tonight, he's on the Final Whistle show later, and we try to come back on as quick as he can. So, I'll be going on this channel at 8 o'clock. So, guys, check us out on this channel too. So, if you like the video, like what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Do follow Paulus67 on ROLY'S channel as well. If you'd like to become a member, it's 99p. And if you'd like to hit the super chat, that'd be amazing. Thank you for, I think it's Marcus that gives a £2 donation. I appreciate that. Thanks so much indeed, my guy. Appreciate it. Let's go straight to the comments. Just flying in. Big up to Ian as well. He's always first. And big up to you, Ian. Hi to you. I hope you're okay. And big up to John. Thanks for the thumbs up, Eddie. I appreciate that, my guy. Appreciate it. Evening to you, Alan. Hope you're well. Look forward for the crack. Absolutely fantastic. And good evening, John and Roly. That's from Davey. Big up to Davey. Big up to Get More UK. Big up to you. Jesus loves me, bro. Absolutely love you as well, mate. And not to mention Roly as well. Big up to Clone Lad. Big up to and you too, Roly, by the way. So Mason is a Leicester preview. And he knows what it's all about. Big up to Paul again. You guys get back to winning ways tomorrow. A last word against Leicester. So it's a great opportunity at home to get going again. So guys know what to do. Keep those comments coming through. So Roly, we've got big game before we go on to him. Just I wouldn't say breaking news as such, but it's just reports coming out that Steve Bruce is going to call time on his managerial career, and after 25 years. So what's your take on Steve Bruce going to call it a day? Has he done the right thing? Is he done?
Well, he should have done that when he left us. So the West Brom fans wouldn't have to go through the nightmare that they had. I mean, he's had a half-decent managerial career, but the end of it has been a bit of a disaster. So, well, what I'll say is I hope he enjoys his retirement. But yeah, well, say he should have gone when he left us, stayed retired like he said he was going to. But
yeah,
he wanted to have another go at management and made a pig's ear of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because the moment he left Newcastle, I'm sorry, he should have been sacked. Well, he should have called it a day anyway. Because this guy, let's be real, he's an absolute disgrace. I mean, the way it's just, you know, he's just an absolute joke. He really is. He really, really is. But he should have been done years ago. And that's him done. It's as simple as that. And according to Dominic Scher, I had him on before, that Chelsea plopped in swoop for Marcus Toon as well. So that doesn't really look good for Newcastle, done it? Real talk, do you know what I mean? But
I'm not so sure that we're still in that as well. That we're still in for him. I think we've looked at him.
Yeah.
But I don't think. Well, time will tell whether we're in for him or not. But, I'm not sure that. I think really the priorities are CDM, because if we lose one of, because we've got basically 4 working midfielders, Willock, Bruno, J7 and Longstaff. If we have 2 injuries there, you're looking at either playing Anderson or someone from the under-23s. So we need, so that's a real area to prioritise. And right back, because Emil Kraft's injured, the only cover we've got is Manquillo.
Yeah, he did that Saturday.
Yeah, but he's okay, but his delivery in the final third is shocking.
Yeah.
Which is why he dropped behind Emil Kraft, and then obviously Emil Kraft got that injury at Tranmere.
That is the thing.
Yeah.
That is the thing. We need a right back who's going to cover and invest near that could be the answer to cover for Kieran Trippier in the future. Paul read that. Big up to Ches, by the way. You know the score. Respect Ches. Sure to love to Ches and Jules as well. And Leslie is one of our new mods as well. Hope she'll be in soon. Big up to Final Whistle. I'll be on this channel at 8 o'clock, so I'm looking forward to that. Do join him and that, and all me subs join as well. Big up to Ches again. Amazing said that. Sky has said we're post-ban retirement rubbish. That's killing it then, didn't it? See, Bruce, but he was the best. That's Get More UK. I think again, mate. Eddie plays the strongest team tomorrow. Never heard of him said that before. Well, he needs to now because let's be real. I mean, we got to start with Isak as well. And Heidi Davey. Isak needs to start scoring. We look weak in attack. Do you think he'll get us scores? Of course he will, mate. He'll get us scores. I've always said he'll get us 15 goals by the end of the season. If he does that, he gets us Champions League. That guy deserves an absolute medal, I'm telling you. And I love Isak. I think this guy, I've been calling him to get him. That's a realistic signing. And my first choice is Osimhen, but Isak will be second and third on that list. Big up to Jan, by the way. Big up to Jan. Hope you're okay. I'm surprised he's called himself a manager and Davey. And you're going to come on the ASM in a bit. He was always going to, after last game, like, he didn't look happy at all. Full house at home, so he will want to make up for it as some pull on Eddie Howe. Steve Bissotaro was like hearing they stopped making 8-track. I wasn't aware it was still relevant. That's in chess. Love you, man. Steve Biss is lucky. He's had a long football career in football. Absolutely. Absolutely. Big up to Truls, by the way. Share the love to Truls, by the way. Steve Bruce has been retired for years in Portugal. Big up to Truls again. And 2 Belgian players would do me, Glasgow and Tielemans this window. I'd take any of those one, by the way. I really would. And big up to Julie J. Share the love to Julie J, by the way. Seen articles calling Bruce a Man U icon. Would have been nice to retire as a manager of Man United. Exactly. But don't keep that quiet because Macy might be watching the show, by the way. And I love Macy, by the way. I think Shelby would do well when he returns. For me personally, I think he's done. I think he needs to be moved on, Shelby. Let's be real. That's in my opinion. And everyone saying hi to everybody else. Wonderful news about Steve Bruce, if that is true. According to Mason, that's some Toon revival. I don't see it sign anyone. We've already signed 3 players this season, and 1 we had out on loan the season before we invested money, but not squad places. We signed a centre back and a striker. That's some Toon revival. Please hit the subscribe button, my guy. That'd be brilliant. Thank you very much. We've got the KT. I'll go colour. I'll look at KT for now on as initial KT. Big up to Kate, by the way, and Jonathan. Hope you're okay. Work on the board. Abroad. Our lads and chatters. Big up to Andrew. Big up to you. We are weak in midfield when Big Joe plays as a left winger. We need him in the middle tomorrow. Exactly, Jules. 100%. And go some more comments because I was well behind yesterday. And Steve Bruce to Al Nassr. Oh, gee whiz. No. Ronaldo will be run a mile. Bruno retired, yeah, right. Till he gets an offer. Well, he got 8 million from us. There you go. Yeah, so ASM, excuse me, according to Luke Edwards, that he is training and he's going to be considered tomorrow, really. Should he start from tomorrow?
Good question. I'd be tempted to start him. I'd be tempted to play him, and so you can move J7 back into midfield, and then you drop one of Willock or Longstaff to the bench.
Yeah.
I'd be very tempted to start him. I think we're going to go with a really strong side because we rested so many players, and it's it is our chance to get into a semi-final for the first time in ages, and then we're 2 games away from Wembley. And Eddie's always said that he wants to win something with us. I was disappointed with the result on Saturday, and that'd be just extra incentive to do well tomorrow.
Yeah, Absolutely. I mean, he has to start tomorrow, ASM. He needs to, because if you're going to have any chance of winning that game, believe you and me, it has to be him. He wants to make a point to show Eddie, right, I should be playing. I want to play.
I want him to play, but I mean, it's quite possible that he starts with the same side that beat Leicester 3-0.
Yeah.
And then you can bring ASM and Isak off the bench.
Yeah. For me, my personal opinion, they both need to start tomorrow. We want to start the game fast. We've got to start well. And then after 6 minutes, we're free up, sort of. And then, okay, just change up a little bit. Do you know what I mean? But for me personally, we need to start them tomorrow, really. That's just my opinion. But I do not want to see Jacob Murphy or Chris Wood on the team ever again. I just don't. I know you might disagree, but not for me. Not for me.
Imagine you didn't have to use them, and Wood is less likely to get on the field now. Isaac's fit. But if you're going to play both ASM and Isak, who do you drop?
Well, I'll play them. To be honest with you, I'll play them both to have any chance of sealing the deal. But for me, I don't want to see Murphy. I mean, I'd rather play Elliot Anderson than Jacob Murphy. Do you know what I mean? But Joe Linton have to play midfield. In my opinion, he has to play in midfield because, like Truls said, it makes it weaker when he doesn't play there. And he is absolutely right, in my opinion. For me, it'd be Joe, it should be Bruno, and it should be Willock in the midfield three. Sean Longstaff, for me, is like watching Conor Gallagher. Runs about with no skill. That's all he is.
Well, I think that's a bit harsh. That's a bit harsh.
I'm not saying Sean and Conor, but I don't know what you think. What do you mean? I know you're a fan of Sean. I know you're a fan of him. But...
Yeah, I mean, I think he leads our press, and I mean, look at, and he covers the ground and allows J7 and Willock and Bruno to do the things they do because he's got their back defensively. Right, he's not got the greatest passer in the world, but his press. I mean, look at the Miggy goal against Tottenham. That's all down to Longstaff's press. Yeah, it's one of those ones. I think because of his work rate and what he allows the other players to do, the other midfield players to do, he's always going to have a shy to starting until we get someone that's better than him that can play that role, because he does give J7 the Bruno and Willock the freedom to push forward because they know they've got him covering back. I think he's improved a lot. But say Eddie obviously likes him. And I think the difference with him playing in the first team and playing on Saturday is that in the first team, everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody presses the same. Everybody knows what they're doing. So he is an integral cog in that. But on Saturday, it was so disjointed.
Yeah. I see your point, man. I see your point. But I think Eddie will make sure that whoever plays, we have to step up to the plate on Tuesday. And I truly believe they will do it at home. And they want to win this competition. They want to go all the way to the final. If we get to the final, then that would be amazing. That would be absolutely fantastic. So we'll see what happens. But he's already got McLaren. And I've got Julie J's comments. Imagine Ronaldo getting a boost. Amazing. That Big Joe will help Burn as he has done our season before he was put at left wing. That's some truths. Yep. Big up to John Johnson. I hope you're okay, mate. And record abroad. I know Eddie Howe's not keen on two up front. What about Isak and Wilson both playing? If that's the case, you can look at it two ways, Julie. You have to play 3-5-2, or you have to play a 4-4-2, or even 4-4-1-1, unless Isak places just behind Wilson, or Wilson just plays behind Isak. So he is play 4-4-1-1, didn't he? At Bournemouth as well. So that's his favourite formation. And in the future, he could go and play that again. You just never know. But at the minute, really, 4-3-3 is working fantastic. So if ASM starts tomorrow and produces the same shite, we've done with him forever. That's a Yan. What's your take on that one, Roly, mate?
I think how many games has he played this season? ASM, a handful. He was absolutely unplayable against Man City. He kept us in the game against, got us a point against Wolves. He's now become a better all-round player, because he's now actually getting his head up and looking to see if someone's in a better position. And actually, rather than trying to beat the whole world, will look to try and find a pass for someone who's in a position to score. Maybe trying to do that a little bit too much at the moment, but I just think that any talk of, I find it laughable that people want to get rid of ASM, especially with the strength who's laid bare how he can body. So you don't want to be selling one of your better players before you got rid of the dead wood. It's people's opinion, but I just, I'm not having that at all.
Fair enough, fair enough. That's Roly's comments there. Toon Revival, big up to you, mate. I hope you're okay again. John, if you look at what Eddie's done, we signed 6 players in January as in target, then just Pope, Botman, and Isak. So we need players in. We are pushing players to breaking points in fitness.
Yeah.
Take on that one?
Yeah, we do need more players, better players in. But we've got to get rid of some of the dead wood, so we've got space to bring better players in. As simple as that, because you can only have 25 in the squad. I mean, they're people that we need to get rid of. I think that with the Bradford back, we might lose a goalkeeper. I think with I would expect they'd entertain offers for Dummett and Ritchie. I like Ritchie. He's he's on that downward slope, and he's not good enough for where I want to go. And those are 3 players that I would look to move on this window. Manquillo, possibly if we get a right back in, I'd let Manquillo go.
Yeah.
But we do need a CDM and I'd say a right back in this window. But we need to let players go so we can bring in. We do need to bring players in, and I think we'll bring in 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, we need to. I think we're going to get Trophy in. Me and Tony said exactly the same thing. And talking of Tony, do check his latest video, Toon Rumors as well. He started this morning for around 7 minutes. Check his video out as well. Stick a like on the video as well. He just gets better and better and better. And one day he will be better than this, I'm telling you. So hit that subscribe button, hit the likes for Tony's. It's all black and white TV as well. So big him up as well. Would you play Wood? John, definitely no way, Jose. Longstaff, yes. Wilson Kibble getting a goal of 2. That's from Julie J. Yeah, Wood, no. Longstaff is a great squad player, but not a starter. That's from Truls. Toon Revival, big up to you again. Darlow, Manquillo, Lascelles, Lewis, Dummett, Longstaff, Murphy, Fierce, Woods are still in the first team, and a few kids registered. That's bad. Owners need to play that shite part of the squad. If you look at it, Nate, right? Darlow's got a long contract. It'd be difficult to shift. Manquillo, I think he'd be going anywhere, no matter what. Lascelles, I would have had him gone years ago. Lewis, not good enough. Dummett is done. Longstaff, squad player. Murphy, not good enough. Fraser should be on this way. And Chris Wood, the less said about him, the better. And if you get rid of them, bring in more quality.
What I'd say to that is that, I mean, if he's talking about Sean Longstaff, I'd take him off that list, but everyone else I'd agree with. But it's not going to happen in one window. That's going to be over 2. The players we need to get rid of, we're going to get rid of over the next 3 to 4 windows, because we can't do it all at once, because you're getting too many players in and you've got to knit them into this tight-knit group. So you want to do it a bit at a time. So maybe three of them this window, maybe 4 in the summer because you've got more time. It's not, you're not going to get rid of them all in one go.
Can't see it.
And it's not a case of bad owners, because our owners are very good. It's just, it's a process. and it's Rome wasn't. Even Man City didn't get to where they were in 2 transfer windows or 3 transfer windows. It took them a few years to actually be challenging for Champions League. I think people are almost getting ahead of ourselves because we're challenging for Champions League this season. They're saying, "Oh, we've got to get rid of all this lot in one go," which has never been the plan. It's been an evolution rather than a revolution. So we'll try and move some players on in this window and bring 2 or 3 in. The next window, the people that come back from loan, some their contracts are up, and others will try and either send them out on loan again or get rid of them, and we'll build the squad up bit by bit. I don't know if people remember, but when Amanda was interviewed on the day the takeover was went through, she was asked, "What are your plans for Newcastle?" He says, "We want to win the Premier League in the next 5 to 10 years. We're in year 1, and we're challenging for Champions League." When this time last season, I think we just got our 2nd win. So
yeah, absolutely,
we are so far ahead of schedule. It's scary. And the big guys at the top, or the so-called big 6, I call them the medium 6, they're shitting themselves because they know we're coming and we're coming to stay. I mean, look at Chelsea at the moment. They're in danger of not qualifying for Europe, so their owner is going out playing Football Manager, trying to buy everybody.
Yeah. You know what? If Chelsea don't make top 4 in Europe, I will laugh me head off. You know what I mean? I will absolutely be.
I'd be very surprised if
I'm telling you, because they'll spend so much money. They're just so desperate. They're so desperate to get in the top 4. They're miles behind us at the minute, right? They are rattled, big style. We've rattled them. We've rattled them.
I very much doubt they'll qualify for the top 4.
Not this season, though. Not on the possibly won't.
They're too far behind.
Correct.
And they're not playing well enough.
Exactly. Good.
They're going to struggle to qualify for Europe as it is. They've got to fight on their hands for Europe as it is, let alone the top 4.
Exactly. Big up to Jules, by the way, dropping off. Yeah, Jules. Love her the bits, by the way. She's amazing. So is Isak, Jules. So is Isak, but I get what you mean, though. It's fair enough. Jules chatting to Ches. And let's go on to Davey. Where's Leslie? Late on the first start of the patrol. She'd probably come on. She might be busy. If she's not busy, she'd be watching. I'm sure she will. And when she does, share the love. And just chatting to Jules. So was Broncos school against the Gunners last season. That's St. John. But good to see Bruce retire if he's led to believe it was the best for him and he should enjoy his retirement since he's done what he could and will offer more to the sport. The guy is 61. John, it's 65% of the squad. It's in first 11. So Zulu back, take out Longstaff, put in Saint, that 11 plus Isak, 12 good players out of 25. True. Bruce was
I think got more than 12 good players out of 25.
Yeah. Exactly. Jules on Ches. It's nice to chat to other people. Big up. We got Jules as well. I just had a horrible feeling if we win tomorrow, we end up with them one of the Manchester clubs, lads. Gary, you could be right, mate. Or the last 4 to be so tough.
We'll have a 1 in 4 chance of getting them. So. But I'm not too worried. Because it's a semi-final. We've not been there before. And we don't fear anybody. So, I mean, I'd rather not get one of obviously, I want to get past Leicester first and foremost. If we do, I'm not bothered. I'd rather not get the Manchester club, but if we do, so be it. I think over 2 legs we can beat them. Especially City, because I think they won't play the top side because they've got the Champions League and stuff to contend with as well. But I don't fear anyone in the draw. But let's get past Leicester before we start worrying about who we're going to get in the next round.
Exactly. Well, we've got to take care of Leicester City first, beat them first, then worry about later on. But we can only dream. Then again, if he played, that would make Wood a sub. He shouldn't be nowhere near the first team. Please, Jesse Marsh, take him. Well, at least they're looking for a striker anyway. Chris Wood would be perfect for them. Steve Bruce said he recommended Eddie Howe to Newcastle. Ornas, gonna call today. Believe it that what you will. But
yeah, I saw that article, but I'm sure it's just trying to
yeah. And exactly, I'm not going to bother that because he's just a joker. People are slagging off ASM on Twitter or where he is. It's disgusting. Jules, thanks for mentioning that, mate. Here's my thing on ASM thing, right? People saying that he was ill. He's ill. He was ill, yeah. And people's making rumors, making shite about him, saying that he went to Tottenham Hotspur, right, on that Saturday, right? Let's be clear, right? No one knows what's going on at Newcastle United. No one. No one don't know his movements, okay? He was ill. We have to take it on face value, okay? ASM is still a Newcastle United player. We're going to continue to back the lad as he wears a black and white shirt. And as long as he does his best, that's all he asks for. So ASM is a Newcastle player. Please, and I wish the social media stop making up shite about him because enough's enough now. These people will get named and shamed by other people. And I'll tell you something now, right? Just back off him. Just leave him alone. And just stop sending abuse to his social media. He's done a lot to Newcastle United. The community he does for Newcastle, yeah? He does all the work for the food bank as well. He is an amazing guy. So,
yeah, and the other thing is people are having a go at him over the last week, and he's been injured. That's why he's not been playing. He's been injured. Then he got back to fitness. The team was playing well, so he couldn't get on the pitch. Then he was ill.
Exactly.
So you're going to crucify the guy for being ill?
Exactly. Just back off him, man. Just leave him alone. I mean, at the end of the day, right? He loves social media. He loves the fans. He loves Newcastle United. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, but I just wish people just lay off him. Just concentrate in the league. He comes back when Eddie thinks he is ready. Until then, just continue to support the club. Jules, as much as I love to see Alex and Callum play at the same time, I think I'll still ease that back. It would be a few minutes crossover at best. Love to see it, Julie. Have to agree again.
Yeah, I think that's a great comment there.
Beautiful comment. Beautiful comment. And Jess says, Debbie Downer makes a good point, Julie. Wow. And it's going to be hard to get rid of some of them. Long contracts, big wages. Yeah, that's down to the ex-ownership, Mike Ashley. I don't even want to mention his name. But it's Jacob Murphy, Carl Darlow. Yeah, they're on long contracts as well. Hard to shift. Ryan Fierce has got 2 years left on his contract after this season. So we should not play Isak on the way in cars. One of them gets injured during the match. The hardwood is waiting in the background. Absolutely dreading with fear. What's up to Diggs? Hit the subscribe button, mate. I say we're missing the young attacking winger because Fierce and Murphy are weird towards and Ruddy going and living. It seems if you're a Geordie like Murphy and Longstaff, you get places even they are shite.
Disagree on
disagree on that one as well. But I see the comments are welcome, by the way.
Yeah, I think Murphy isn't ideal, but as I said in the show on Saturday, the problem is that there are players that are worse than the likes of Murphy and Wood that we need to get rid of first. Once we've got rid of them and replaced them with better players, you then look at players that are now further down the pecking order. So it gets to the point where the likes of Wood and Fraser are the worst players in the squad. Then you get rid of them. You've got to prioritise. You can't just get rid of everyone at one time because it'll screw up the financial fair play because we'll have to buy. If you get rid of 8 players, with the sort of players we want, if you do that all in one window, that'll put us in trouble with financial fair play. It's got to be a process. We're only 1 year into the project. It's a 5 to 10 year project with a goal of winning the Premier League. We're 1 year in, and we're doing amazing. So let's not just rush it. We'll just believe in the process. Patience is a virtue.
As my guy Lee Goller keeps on saying, trust the process. John, why do you defend Longstaff? He has no ability at all can't pass long, can't attack, can't score. He's all over the place a decent player could take. I'm not defending the guy, right? But
well, I am.
He's a squad defender. He's a squad player. That's all he is. Yeah, he's a squad player. That is it. We could do with another midfielder in there. And that's
he becomes a squad player if we become if we get another CDM. At the moment, he's first team. He's scored a goal. He's scored at least one. He's made. Has had a couple of assists. He covers the ground to allow Bruno and Willock and J7 to get forward. He leads the press from midfield. He's not useless, right? His long passing, yeah, that's not great, but he contributes as much. He's contributed as much to our run as anybody else in the team. So yeah, I'll defend him on his current form. Right, yeah. He's a CDM, so you don't really expect him to be scoring loads of goals. That's not what he's there for. You're looking for your Willocks, J7s, obviously Wilson, Miggy, and Almiron when he ASM when they're playing, and he's had to score the goals. If Longstaff chips him with say 3 goals in a season, that's not bad for the position that he plays. So I'll defend him on that because yeah.
Fair enough. All about opinions at all, like Jules said about all about opinions. Just great as long as you don't have a heated opinion. I mean, Longstaff's part of the squad got a stern mate. You don't have to be his biggest fan, and yes, he won't be with us long term, but you have to admit he deserves respect and helping us where we are. Yeah, I'm respecting him. No problems at all, right? I mean, is he going to win us a title? Probably not. He's going to get us top 4? Probably not, but we'll see. But
he might do, because that's our trajectory at the moment. He might get us top 4.
Yeah. Exactly. I want Sean Longstaff play. I would love to see Sean Longstaff play for England. I'd love to see him play for England. I really do. If he does, there'd be no one happier than me. And but we'll see. But I'm not having a go at him. But
I know some people are, but say I will defend him because I think he's been integral to the way that we've been playing over the last 10, 12 games. So the work that he puts in.
Big chest, by the way, but he knows what he's talking about, and opinions, no heated, and it's all good. The Toon Leicester won yesterday, so it's not all that bad. Yes, we did. If Qatar invest in Tottenham, we're in trouble. They slashed mega money at PSG, and they're looking for a perm team. I don't
think we're in trouble because we're going through a process, and at the end of the day, when the chips are down, our owners are worth more than the top 10 clubs in Europe combined. So just if the Qataris come in for Spurs, and if it's a PSG owner, then becomes a problem for them if Tottenham make the Champions League, because you can't have interest in 2 teams in the same competition.
Yeah, absolutely.
And PSG are always going to qualify, so they're going to try and stop Tottenham qualifying. They have a rules. It's an interesting story, but I think that there are complications in that for Spurs, and I'm not worried because they haven't got access to as much money as we have. Our biggest problem is financial fair play. Now, if we start qualifying for the Champions League, that gets a lot less because you get the money you get from being in the Champions League, plus you can have much more lucrative sponsorship deals because you're in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So, and once you get that, we can then just push on.
Yeah, exactly. We go through this comms, we go for the combined 11 as well, and talk about Leicester quickly as well. I love you've got Man U at home. We've got unfinished business to them. Do you know what? If we play them home and away, I think we go through against them as well. If it's true, we give them 200 million to spend. Nobody knows, Aaron. No one knows how much we've got in the window. And that's true. Exactly the same thing. And ASM, Wilson, Isak, and we're at Bruno, Miggy, Paul Sharp, Botman, Truls, and Dunn, Joe Linton. They're only good players, so there's not many. And Paul, why do people need to go to the social media and give them stick? Just keep your mouth shut and keep it to yourselves. Everyone loves him. Last season, fickle fans. Thank you, Paul. I can't say any more than that sort of thing. I can't say any more than that. Big up, Paul. Thank you, mate. And on the choose, and we need to no longer pay any mind to the Maxi Rumor and drop it exactly as false. He's our lad, and he's just supporting him. Cheers, thank you, mate. And let's go for this as well, and get someone as well. And sorry, Cheers. Are we supposed to be chasing Depar for Atletico Madrid? Wow. I don't know about that. He's happy Atletico Madrid. He'll not come to us. But he's happy Atletico Madrid. I know that's a fact. Mark, thanks for your donation, mate. £5. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much indeed, man. Not the first time. He is absolutely brilliant. And thank you so much indeed. And Aiden's a great person. Can't praise him enough. That's in JJ. I can prove Longstaff's done now this season. Fact. Go look at his passing stats, create stats. He doesn't have any at all. Yes, I have something to say about that, I'm sure. Look for anything he does wrong and look away for what he does good. That's ASM.
So all I can say about stats aren't everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Does it pass the eye test? Because he may not. You say he might not have the tackle stats, but he may be the one that's forcing him into a mistake that someone else picks up on. And he's part of the press. We press as a unit, so he might not be the one that gets a tackle in, but he may be the one that turns him into the person that does. And he covers more ground than anyone else. So it's stats only tell half the story. You've got to actually watch him play and what he does. You're entitled not to like him.
Yeah.
He's an integral part of the team at the moment, and the team's playing well, and he's playing well. So I don't see why people are so down on him.
Yep, that's fair enough. Everyone's got their own opinions. Let's go straight to the combined 11, mate. Who Newcastle's going to play tomorrow, right? Because we should have done it about 10 minutes ago. But hey ho, what a debate. Please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well. 34 people watching live. Thank you so much indeed. And slap the likes as well. Right then, it's going to be your team, Roly, right?
Oh, okay. Is this just our starting 11?
Yeah, you're starting 11, combined 11. We go for Newcastle starting 11. You should play.
I'll just do our starting 11 because that's likely to be my combined 11 as well.
Exactly.
Right. So I'm going for a pretty much full strength side. Yeah. So Nick Pope in goal.
Nick Pope in goal. That's fine. And who do you start at right back?
Kieran Trippier. A lot of it writes itself.
Exactly. And on the other side,
it'll be Dan Burn.
Have a look. And it's two centre backs.
So the right side will be Fabian Schär.
And on the partner in crime,
it's going to be Sven Botman. The Rolls Royce himself.
Okay. Right then, in the midfield three, let's go for
in the middle have Bruno.
Okay, on the right-hand side.
I think it will be Joe Willock.
And on the left-hand side.
Can we go to the forward line first? Because I'm still umming and ahhing over the
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
The striker. The striker will be Wilson.
Yeah, on the right side.
The right side will be Miggy.
And on the left.
This is where I'm umming and ahhing whether I'm going to have J7 play in midfield or left wing. That's why I'm undecided on that. Okay. I'm going to say that I think he might start J7 on the left wing.
But don't forget, man, he won't be there all night. He will help the midfield out.
Oh yeah, I know that. But so if you have J7 on left attacking left wing, she'll play Sean Longstaff in midfield.
You're going with Sean, yeah?
Yeah. This is the team I think he'll play. But the only change that I can see from that is that he might start with ASM and have J7 in midfield. But I get a feeling he's going to go with that 11. I'm ignoring that because I want to see Maxi start, but a lot of it will depend on how he's recovered from his illness. I think they wanted to play him on Saturday to get minutes in his legs. Like Isaac, I don't think Isaac will start. I think he'll come on. Come on. But so that's where I'm ignoring is on the left side of midfield and attack. Whether I have Joelinton in midfield and ASM in attack, or Joelinton in attack and have Longstaff in midfield. I think that's the team Eddie will go with.
Right.
It's a pretty strong team.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that squad as well. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I want to see Joelinton in the midfield, right? I want to see ASM starting, and then it looks to me, I'm decided between Longstaff and Joe Willock, but I do like Joe Willock making those late runs.
Yeah,
he's got that.
I like the way he drives from midfield forward. Yeah. I think Paul's comment about Longstaff, I think, is superb.
Yeah, so, he's not a technical player, but when he's on the team, we lose to closing down and intercept in the mid. He brings the balance in the side for me. Even if his form is dipped, that is from.
I don't think his form's dipped, but I think that comment is.
And then Longstaff has failed as too many failed passes in games. In our opinion, he has his moments.
I think the other thing with Longstaff is whenever he makes a bad pass, everybody goes, "Oh, Longstaff," but Willock, J7, even Bruno make bad passes from time to time, and they're forgiven. I think people just have a thing about Sean. They have a downer on him. So every time he misplaces a pass, he may misplace 2 passes again. Even Sven Botman's misplaced passes in games. No one sort of picks up on that. I think it's just people. He's not as gifted a player as some of the other players around him, so people sort of hammer him. But I think he plays an important part in the team.
Yeah, fair enough. I know you're a big Sean Longstaff fan. You know what? If he does play, I would definitely back him 110%. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'm not to say I'm a big fan of his, but I'm not just going to slag him off for being Sean Longstaff. And sometimes I feel that's what people do. If he had a different name and performed similarly, I don't think you'd get quite as much as slack because he had that poor form because he got bruised. And when he actually got back into the team, people thinking, why is he playing? But I think he's proved his worth. And if we do buy a CDM in this window, he'll be on the bench. And he's very. And then when we need someone to have a break in midfield, he comes on, and you see what a motor he's got in him.
Yeah,
that he'd be really effective. So I don't see why people are so down on him. But hey, they're entitled to their opinions.
Yeah, that's very true.
I'm entitled to disagree with them.
There you go. That's what we channel Salah Boots sort of thing, being real. So John B having a kip. Leslie, man, welcome to be me. Modest, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But I'll let you off. With Big Joe in mid, we lose little Longstaffs on the bench, ready to come in. And Leslie, so sorry, John. It's fine, but welcome to the team, Leslie. And it's great to be here. Yay! And a new mod says, well, and thanks to Jess and Jules. Rich, after Dan and Levy trying to block our tier. Oh, that's Julie J. Oh, Longstaff has to move to Ponteland because I believe how much abuse he got every day alive living down the course. A team of okay. Not really run by showing 2 clubs in Europe, one for Russia and Chelsea. And everyone saying thanks to Leslie as well. How nice and absolutely amazing. And let's go on to no player should be getting abuse. Sure, you can construct a comment, criticize, but abuse too far. We're too far. Jules, thank you so much. Thank you, Jules. Thank you. And don't forget to click the like, subscribe, it's free and really helps the channel. Thank you, Jay. You can also join and super chats are available. Thank you so much. Share the love to Jules, by the way. And had Davies skills charge. Yeah, nanny nap. No, bless her. And thanks to turn up. I gave you a good reference, Davey. He sure did. Thank you, Jules. And she's absolutely correct. And I mean, noticing. Would you sign a Dicker this window for the summer? He's free. I would. He's quick at the back. He can also play left back as well.
He's left-footed, is he?
He's left-footed. He plays Eintracht Frankfurt, mate, and he's out.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of it, but I think there's probably going to be one for the summer. I mean, Sky Sports News has said that we're looking at either Fresneda or Harrison Ashby as a young right back to come in this window.
Yeah, I think he's definitely out of contract. And you know what? I mean, I think he's keeping his options open, by the way. I mean, I think he definitely leaves Eintracht. He's been there for 5 seasons. He went from, I think it's Auxerre, to go to Frankfurt as well. And he's given them good service, by the way. He is absolutely quick. And I'll tell you what, he could have Danson in the back as well. Get him. Excuse me. I think he'd be brilliant. And just speaking to Les, just chatting together as well. Apologizing that as well. And what's the website called again, John, for the lineup? What's that website called again, John? I can't really say it on there, Mason, but I know what you mean. Everyone's giving Leicester love as well. She will smash it. Even to Sefton Mag, by the way, even to you, mate. Hope you're okay. And we're going to talk about Leicester quickly as well. I mean, apparently Brendan Rodgers saying that James Madison is out. Dennis Pratt is out as well. Tielemans, I think
there are quite a few players that say they're out.
Yeah.
So
I believe so.
So, but Liverpool's man of the match from the game with Leicester's apparently he's fit. Is it Face? The centre half?
Yeah, Face centre half. I think he'd be playing tomorrow as well.
Hopefully he'll be as generous to us as he was to Liverpool.
Absolutely. He scored 2 own goals, didn't he?
Yeah.
But really, I need to thank you for that. Fave's also injury prone, then Joe will go back in the CM and Longstaff will be benched. That is from Paul, by the way. And thing with Longstaff is what we advance up the pitch through high pressure, not so much with a passing game. And Longstaff is one of those effective at cutting out passing lanes. That's his value. That is from Ches.
Absolutely. It's just off the ball work.
And let's see. I'm going to say some controversial, John. Here too, John. It's, in my opinion, I don't think Isak will be as good as people think he will be, mate. This is great, but I've got Effie fifth in this guy. I mean, I wanted him here at Newcastle. I think he's done well at Sociedad. He's banged in 22 goals in La Liga. He banged in 6 following season, but he had a bit of injury as well. But one thing I'm going to say, you've got to support the guy. Give him time. I'll give you an example, Rolly. Did he a job, Barry? And a poor first season, but my God, the second season, he was absolutely amazing.
If you look at Thierry Henry, when he first came to Arsenal, it was okay. He showed, but I don't think many people expected him to be as good as he was. I think that in the few games that Isak's played, he showed enough to be very optimistic at how good he can be.
Absolutely. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. And yeah, there you go. But you got to back Isak, back him. I'm backing him. and watch the Palace, Bournemouth, Liverpool, Sheffield Wednesday game, and he's missed some massive chances. Work rate doesn't seem right, and his footwork is being quite clunky. And let's just take the Jules convinced as well. I think Jules will be a magnificent mod, and she is on it. I think the Madison rumour, it's just a rumour. I don't think we're in for him because of the price and injury. We'll see. And Paul said 2 goals should have been 3-0 players with chances. His footwork is good. He ran Liverpool defence all over. Okay. And then you've got a Leicester fan, Rennie as well. I think we might win the cup game. Good luck on that, Rennie. But the way we played you that KP, I think we'll probably destroy you this time. And Isak's hit and injury. He was injured when he came, and that's from Jules as well. So we've done our starting lineup. We talked a little bit about Leicester. And so it's going to be a sellout tomorrow. And all I can say is, what are you looking for tomorrow? What are you looking for from Newcastle tomorrow? What are you looking for? Because you need to bounce back after that.
Yeah. I want a good performance. Obviously, want the win, and I want a clean sheet. I'd be happy with 1-0. But I'm looking at. I don't think it will be as easy as when we played them at King Power. I'd be happy with 1-0 because that's a win. I'd like to see a good performance. I think it'll be 1 or 2-0 to us.
Yeah, let's hope that's the case. Like, you know, I mean, I'll definitely go with 1-0 as well. But I'm going to say the way we get our strongest team out, I'm going to say 2-0 to Newcastle. I think we're going to see it through because I think we already got done number on Leicester already, and they're not going to fancy come up to us with an atmosphere like this as well. Leicester take a few as well, but if we could just carry on the way, I'll bounce back. We'll win this game, and I've got effie fear.
And the other thing for this game is that whichever 11 that Eddie decides to pick will have at least 2 game changers on the bench. Be that say, I don't think he'll start Isak, and I think ASM will be on the bench.
Yeah,
and they can bring him. They can change the game. So we'll have 1 to 2 actual game changes on the bench, whereas normally when you change the bench, you reduce the quality of the side.
Yeah, that's very true. He's a game changer. He can make a difference. He gets you off your seats when he's on it. Do you know what I mean? And if he does that and gets it right, he can make a difference. I really do believe he can make a difference because I think the Leicester fullbacks are going to have a torrid time. It's as simple as that. I'm glad to give him time. Maybe he's just a player that needs adjustment to the league, and Temple just unsure of him at the minute. Fair enough. And then
I've not seen enough of him.
Well, he's played 3-4 games at the minute, but I'm backing this guy. I'm backing him.
He's played 4 games and scored twice.
Exactly. Leicester's got 5 players out. Give these that time to come good with Rusty on Saturday. And got a spare ticket in these one. And I can't make it, unfortunately. I've got a season ticket. Photo to the town to ask some Mark Cooper. Bigger to Mark, by the way. Any thoughts on Maxi? That's on Surface J. I think it's down on the bench. Surface, hit the subscribe button, please, mate. If you can, that'd be fantastic. It's your first time, I believe. Thank you very much indeed, mate. And you'll see you tomorrow. Do you have any score predictions, Chairs? Chatting to Chairs, by the way. I'm saying 2-0 for myself. I'm saying 2. No, Eddie Howe, bringing Murphy and Wood over Maxi and Isak. Please, God, no. Please, God, no. 3-1 to Leicester for Rennie as well. Like his confidence as well. So, at the end of the day, right, I mean, talk about quick transfer news as well. That Musa Diambi, is it Diambi? Is it Diambi's name?
Diaby.
Musa Diambi, that's the name. Well, he's being linked with us again, right, in the January window. It seems to me that Leverkusen not budging their transfer money as well. They still want at least 50 million quid, and they don't really want to sell him. But would you take him at Newcastle?
Yeah, but I mean, the report I heard is that we're looking to possibly get him in the summer. But I'd take him. It gives competition on the wings, high class competition on the wings, I should say. So I think it'd be a good signing.
Yeah,
but we'll have to wait and see whether they're going to revisit it. And if they do, when?
Correct. Absolutely. I mean, if we get him, that'd be fantastic. But he needs time in the Premier League. He's quick, but I think he'll just to the Premier League, no bother at all. The game's at St James's, and that's a fortress. Now, when's the last time we got beat off at home? I still can't remember when we got beat at home.
Liverpool last season.
Of course it was. Of course it was. You're right.
April last year.
And Jill's saying to you, Roly, and some people say fans have realistic expectations. I don't know why. She is right. Jules is so right. And I'm going to subscribe. Thank you, Surface. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you, mate. And hi to Geordie. It's a night of the first. That's in Leslie. Big up to Mark, by the way. Don't think how the Rich playing Wood or Murphy after the weekend due to reaction of the crowd if things goes wrong. They'll be on the bench for that's big up Mark, by the way. Long term they see, mate. Hope you're okay. I hope you're having a fantastic new year so far as well. And hello again. Thank you and everyone's chatting. Tell me, ma'am, my mum won't be home for tea. We're going to Wembley. That's in Sefton. I love that as well. So we're going to wrap up there, my guy, because we've gone for the predictions. And let's hope that we get a win tomorrow. And Roly, can you please tell us where we can find you, mate? Give us a shout out.
I'm on Twitter at Pols67, as it says on the...
Cool, that's fine. And also, Tony's not available tonight, but if you want to check Tony, it's all black and white TV. And also follow him on Tony Tooney 31. And also go for the comments as well. Go to my comments. No, because Dad didn't want to go to the World Cup. Do we need him? Yes, but the owners are more worried about money than goals. Yet we pay 64 for Isak, who's got less than they have in the last 3 years. Wow. And Jules saying too. And Rennie's and Newcastle will play younger players coming on, in my opinion, but I'm not sure. That's from Ches. Jules on thanks to Jules, love the love as well. And Geordie, Pope, Trippier, Botman, Sharburn, Bruno, Sean, Willock, Amiron, Joe, and Wilson. 2-0 to Newcastle. He's going with. See you all in a few. That's from Jules, no problem. Thanks, everyone. Short but sweet on my end, but Les, you've done good. But thank you, man. I reckon 4-0, and that's a win. And Jules is chatting to our mods. But guys, if you like the video, like what you see, hit the like, subscribe, and you can find us all. The links are in the description as well. And do hit that subscribe as well. Bye to Rennie. Excuse me. See you in 10 across the Toon review. Yeah, check his channels out. It's absolutely amazing. By the way, post listening. You're the man. You are the man. Great show. That's in Sefton. And cheers and bye to everyone else. So I should be back tomorrow. I may do a watch along, but I'll definitely do the warm up show at around 6:30 with the team lineup. Really going to come on for that one, mate?
What time did you say?
6:30.
I'll have to see what I'm doing.
Yeah, just let us know. Just let us know. And you know what it is, right? And then Sefton, cheers. Paul, there he is. Thanks, buddy, mate. I love Paul, by the way. Honestly, he's like a brother to me. Do you know what I mean? And thank you, Paul. And he's a great guy. He really, really is. And he's
only met him once, but he's a top bloke.
He is indeed. And you know what it is with Paul, right? He's gone through a lot. And I always look out for him, by the way. And, and he's done well for himself. So big up to Paul, mate. He's real. He is the real guy. He's real. And John missed the show, but all the best. I'll be back. Thank you, Win. Thanks so much indeed. Guys, that's it. I'll be going on the Fan Whistle show in a bit. So if you want to join us for that, that is fine. He's a great guy. We talk about the preview on Newcastle Leicester on this channel. And I should be back tomorrow for the warm-up show, 6:30. And until then, guys, it's a goodbye.